about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says, in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then it's Ball, and it's Richards in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Heat, at the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Martin, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. Tip-off goes to Charlotte. Ball, the pass to Rozier. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Here's Hayward. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, with Gordon Hayward's size, he can be a tough cover, and he's got that quick release, really tough on a defense.
Good to see Hayward out there on the floor. For the past few years, this guy's dealt with a ton of injuries.
And it's a shame, B.A., because when he's completely healthy, he's proven he's capable of making an all-star team. Consider this. In every season but his rookie year, he's been a double-digit scorer, and he always does it in very efficient fashion.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
And that one, good.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
To the paint, here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Here's Adebayo, and there's another one for the Heat.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Hayward outside, trying to find Washington, gets it to him. The shot's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Richards, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
If you leave a teammate of LaMelo Ball that wide open, I promise you he will find him.
You know, Hornets fans, Doris, are excited to see what LaMelo Ball can do for the franchise.
Well, Kevin, there is no doubt this young man is a special talent. You look no farther than his passing ability, the flair, the vision, the fearlessness. Certainly an easy guy to play with. Now the question becomes, can you start to build the talented pieces around him?
Now, here's Adebayo after Terry Rozier's miss. Here's Hero. A miss that time would have put him up.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
It's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Hero against Rozier. It's good. Hero's got 6 points. The Hornets have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Rozier looking around, and Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Love checked in for the Heat. And then for Charlotte, Williams, he's checked in for Washington. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Gordon Hayward. On defense, the Heat.
Heat foul. Kevin Love. First personal foul. Third.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Heat with some changes. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Adebayo. Victor Oladipo comes in for Hero. And Vincent subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The Hornets also changing it up. Cody Martin comes in for Rozier. And Smith subbed in for Ball. Now here's Butler. Coming off a solid outing against Portland. Basket counts.
Don't you love the mentality of Jimmy Butler? He almost embraces the contact, invites the contact.
Smith with it. Butler covering. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Charlotte shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Now at the line, Dennis Smith Jr. 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And we know that when Dennis Smith Jr. is playing to his strengths, this guy is an effective player. The key for him moving forward is he's got to find a way to be consistent.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Here's Butler. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Miami shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
By their very presence, certain guys just change the feel of a team. Jimmy Butler's presence is so strong that he has an immediate impact no matter where he goes.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And Love gets it to go.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Oladipo against Oubre. Yep, it counts. Oubre's got his second basket.
Well, how about the length and athletic ability of Kelly Oubre Jr.? Go ahead in there.
Here's Vincent. Can't hit from 12. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Vincent, Kevin Love out there with Adebayo. Then it's Max Strus, and it's Robinson in at the 3 spot. And the Heat with some changes. Caleb Martin comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Gabe Vincent. Now, here's Rozier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Max Strus picks up the foul.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Pass to Rozier. And Max Strus picks up the foul.
Max Strus.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal
Doris,
foul.
with the officials calling slightly fewer fouls, it seems like we see a more physical game on the floor. What do you think?
I think it's a change for the better, Kevin. Obviously, you want guys to be safe, but the defense must be allowed to do their job.
And the basket by Rozier.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Martin's in the post. Washington's on him. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got the lead up to 1 now for Miami.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Heroes checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Hayward's checked in. Now, here's Rozier. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. And it's Washington missing. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
He sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now, you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Martin after Terry Rozier's basket. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And it's Martin missing. And for LaMelo Ball's second year, Greg, where did you see him improve the most?
I think taking on more of a scoring load, Ball's points per game were significantly up. But LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important.
Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And a new group in for the Heat. Kevin Love's checked in for Adebayo. Jimmy Butler comes in for Caleb Martin. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Hero. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Charlotte, Nick Richards. He's checked in for P.J. Washington. Cody Martin comes in for Oubre. And Smith's subbed in for Terry Rozier. Passes to Butler. Love trying to break loose. Shot's good by Butler. Butler's got 6.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Here's Richards. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Martin the pass to Richards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Richards, 2.
And the first one drops. Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte. And he can't hit the second.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Butler, good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
Sinks that one from the post. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
And how's that form with the killer crossover? It's a thing of beauty.
Here's Williams. Rebound by Butler.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. Oladipo's got the lead up to 6 now for Miami. Ball against Oladipo. With 4 seconds on the clock, here's Richards. Good D from Love. And so it's Miami with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They took control in the second quarter, ending the half up by 6. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
They've run this offense seamlessly. Each guy seems to understand his role. They're making smart decisions with the basketball, and I can give a shout-out to the playmakers. This team's success is because of you, brother.
And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Right now, they're playing well only on one end of the court. All their energy has been spent on the offensive end. And that's a change. If they're just going to keep giving up easy buckets, and the game's going to get away from them.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Coming out on the court,
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
On the floor for Charlotte, the forwards are Hayward and Washington. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. And it's Richards in at the 5 down low.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
The Heat leading by 8. Up and in on the way. Butler's got 10 points in the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Trying to get open is Adebayo. And it's Butler missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Ball. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. So many electric players in this NBA, Doris. But you think LaMelo Ball is as exciting as any?
He is at the top of the list, but that list is long. Think about a Ja Morant. Think about an Anthony Edwards. The league is in good hands for decades to come.
And the Heat making a change here. Robinson's checked in, and a switcher also for Charlotte. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Ball.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Martin, the pass to Adebayo. Count that bucket. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Hayward outside. With some arc. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Martin.
Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Adebayo. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Richards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hayward. Here's Washington. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Love's checked in for Caleb Martin. Victor Oladipo comes in for Hero. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Kyle Lowry. 1:50 left in the third quarter. Pass to Love. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Love, no good. Hornets trail by 9. Oubre passes to Williams. That one goes. Counted.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Max Strus is checked in for Adebayo. Smith checked in for Charlotte. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Now, here's Oubre. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. And it's the Heat with the ball. Following the score by Charlotte. Vincent the pass to Robinson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Jimmy Butler is checked in for Miami.
Now in the game, Jimmy Butler.
Hornets trail by 7. Smith the pass to Oubre. Goes back up. Miami grabs the miss. Butler feeling it out a bit. Here's Oladipo. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Martin wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple. Martin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And this is what you want from Dennis Smith Jr. He has to find the open man and deliver it on time and on target.
Down low, here's Butler. Lays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 12 in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Adebayo is out there with Martin, and it's Lowry in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. They get it back. The Heat leading by 6. Outside, Martin, and Lowry has it in the corner. Over Rozier. It's blocked.
How about the anticipation from Terry Rozier? Excellent defensive play.
Lowry's shot is good. And the Heat lead by 8.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
From the stripe. Can't hit that one. And Miami the other way now. Martin inside. Defended by Hayward. Martin with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Hornets trail by 10. Inside. And Hayward the stuff.
Well, just great recognition from Hayward. Shows his vertical to finish that pass.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The pass to Martin. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Rozier with the ball. Lowry picks him up, and there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Hornets trail by 10. That's tipped, and it's the Heat on the break. Washington against Martin. Right side, Butler. Lowry passes to Martin, and here's Adebayo. 20 feet out. Hayward can't hit. The Heat leading by 10. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it, and a missed layup. Charlotte no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Shots good from Butler.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Heat.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Martin.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Pass to Hero. He's looking for Love and finds him. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And Love with the basket on the assist from Hero.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight. That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Outside, Hero. Back to Lowry. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Hero passes to Adebayo. Love trying to break loose. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time.
Third personal
That's
foul.
his third foul so
Third
far.
team
Bonus
foul.
situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line
Shooting
for two.
Charlotte, LaMelo Ball, 2.
The first free throw is good.
Well, what we know is LaMelo Ball is so young, but already an all-star. The future bright with a guy who can pass it and shoot it as consistently as he can.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Jones comes in for Washington. Luke's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Bouknight comes in for Terry Rozier.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
4. Shooting for Charlotte, James Bouknight.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. .24 seconds left in the fourth. Jovic passes to Yurtseven. Here's Zeller, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Heat lead by 10.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Robinson, that's good.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Bam, it was a shootout early, but the Heat defense finally kicked in. So what changed?
I think we really started to lock in. We really started to focus and started communicating and sacrificing for each other. So that's how we started locking in and started feeding off of each other's energy.
Hey, you finally look like yourselves, man. And congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.